and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Hello. Wow, looking at my watch. We're recording Friday for Friday.
What happened? No. What happened?
I blame Greg Connors. It's his charity events.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. What are these camera setups? I'm looking at the cameras and I go, wow, that's a little close. Image control. Welcome and thank you for checking out the Billified podcast. Is my chin still in this shot? No, it's not. We were at a charity event and what was it for? Does anybody know?
It was for...
Oh, come on, Danny.
Greg's
lady
Danny. Friend's cousin.
Come on,
Zach
Dan. No, but the equestrian center. And
there's an equestrian?
Yes,
Okay.
it was.
Oh.
Yes, it was.
Oh, is that what it was for? I thought it was for Zach.
No,
I thought it was for Zach.
It was bigger than that.
Oh,
It was big.
so it's for horses?
Yes, it was. Well, horses that help people.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
That they're not racing in the
I
Derby.
appreciate you guys coming in here. I left the door unlocked to the studio.
Yeah, I was sitting here for like
Danny's
10 minutes.
Hey, buddy, you left the door unlocked. I go, yeah, we're across from the police station in Fairport, which now that I'm saying it on the podcast, some people may come in and take some stuff. But
Yeah, at one point, I think we were there for about 45 minutes, and Danny was texting. I'm like, yeah, you should probably just come over to Tin Cup and hang out.
Well, I feel bad
we're going to be there for a while.
it was Danny's birthday. It is Danny's birthday. It's Danny's birthday.
Again, thank you.
Yes. So we have, so I went to Crumble, Danny.
I see that.
Yes. I went to Crumble Cookie, and I have never been to Crumble Cookie.
Did you go to the one on Monroe Ave?
No, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes,
There's two now.
I know.
That's
There's
just such a hot
I
spot
did not realize
But they have two.
Dan's such a fat bitch. There's two of them now.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to a friend of mine on my way to Crumble Cookie, and I say to this friend, who I have a mandate with on the weekend, I said,
Hey, I'm a bloody Irishman.
no, and it's not the Irishman. So I said, we saw him tonight.
We did.
He's very preoccupied.
Oh, yeah. Is
Yeah,
that what you call it?
He had a cute purse on.
Yes, he did have a cute person. His girlfriend is lovely, Sarah. I
used
think
to work with Sarah.
I think Sarah's
at a place
amazing.
where I work currently.
So. I was on my way and I heard that there's one in Victor out by the Five.
Oh, there is.
Yeah,
There's three now, Dan.
The Five Guys. Oh, I didn't know. Wait, whoa.
Dan's
Dan,
have to
breaking
investigate the
news,
third
Dan.
location.
So this is the same Crumble that texts me when they don't hear from me for 3 weeks and goes, "Are you being held against your will?" Text 1.
Yeah.
Is your wife preventing you from coming here? Text 2.
Yeah.
Did you have the heart attack finally? Text 3.
But no, I did not know. There's the one in Henrietta, then there's the one on Monroe Avenue near the Whole Foods, but now there's a third location in Victor.
So I went to the one near Whole Foods, and I walk in there, and there's these people at what looks like kiosk, but they're not exactly kiosk. And they were talking. It was 2 iPads, and you can order from there. And the woman, so I'm just standing there, and the woman says to me, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "You can go over there, or I can talk to you right here." And I said, "I'd rather talk to you." But I had no idea there was like there were rules to this that I was unaware of.
Yeah,
Constitutional amendments.
Well, apparently I was not aware of the Crumble Cookie.
Yeah, you got to walk
deal.
in. You got to walk in. You got to go on the one of the 2 kiosks.
You got to know
or
the
theaters,
handshake.
Yeah.
and you have to just enter your information and order the cookies.
So
put your name down,
I
and
did
they
not
call it out.
information, and then they yell.
Yeah.
And then they go like, "Dan,
Yeah.
Dan, are you here?"
I usually go under on
there's-
Enrique.
And there's no answer. So then they go, Bill, are you here? And I said, "Yes, I am." "All right, we got your order." So, Danny, feel free to open up the cookies and let's have a little taste
Let's
test
look at
because
this.
Danny has
Did you
talked
learn the
about
secret handshake?
Danny has talked about the cupcakes. So, Danny, do you know what these cookies
Yes,
are?
yes. Okay, so
I knew
there's
you fucking
so
would.
there's the chocolate
You
chip.
fat ass motherfucker.
There's the chocolate. There's the chocolate chip, right, which is their mainstay.
classic.
Yes.
Yeah, the classic.
Yeah.
Then you got like the
Wait,
Oreo.
wait. Greg Connors just walked in. I apologize.
Stumbled in.
Stumble.
You ever see
That's not a cookie. That's a pie.
Oh, it's a Frisbee. Yeah. No, 100%.
Oh, yeah,
Greg.
there's
You're
700
right. It
there's
is a
6 to 7
pie.
there's
That is fair.
Greg, you've gained 7 pounds just looking at it.
There's 600 to 700 calories a piece. each of these cookies.
When
And
you
have
walked
6
in
to
and ordered
choose
that,
from.
did they say no cookie for you?
Actually, I was going to send you audio from my birthday yesterday. Oh boy, cookies.
So you got this already? So we're repeating ourselves?
Yeah.
We're
Beth took me to
redundant.
Crumble
See how
yesterday.
much-
Yeah, that's fine.
See
You
how
can't-
much your
it's
boys
cheat
love
week.
you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate
See
that.
how much your boys
Yeah,
love
you
you.
can't. You can't get enough crumble cookies. I mean, that's just how it
So
works.
I got all.
Chocolate chip cookie and TK's pizza. It sounds
Right.
like it's my birthday.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's like the greatest day ever.
Greg, you want a vodka?
Oh my God, this is my birthday.
So basically, they have right now. They have the key lime pie, which Bill did not get, but that's okay. It's like a key lime pie, literally.
I didn't know they had
That's
it.
all right. They have six.
You didn't
They have
look?
6
So
options.
what's in there?
They have the classic. They have the classic pink cookie with like pink frosting. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
Then
Yeah.
there's the
Pink cookie.
Oreo.
So many things that run through my head.
Sorry,
There's the Oreo cookie.
Kevin, but that's true.
There's the.
It's like the box.
They have this Oreo version, which is basically like just
Yeah,
redone.
well, that's the Oreo. On
the Oreo
end.
one. They have
Well, here.
a raspberry and cream cookie, and then they have
We're out of
this
plates. We're out of
Any
plates.
plates left?
No, we're out of
this
plates.
oatmeal and cream type of thing. So yeah, I mean, like, look, you guys like really went out, and I
There
appreciate
was a plate
that.
for you somewhere. I don't know what
Oh,
happened.
I'm
to it.
good, man. I'm good.
But yeah,
all
like
good.
crumble cookies, like, look, they're not open on Sundays.
I'm not hungry after every.
So if you honor the Sabbath, right?
What's the one with the scoop
You got to
ice
get your
cream
cookies
on
the
it?
day before.
Yeah, right.
Danny, here's a knife
sir.
and some stuff. We need to
Like
taste.
he needs a knife.
No, but we need. Well, I'm saying like we could all share a different crumble cookie because I'd like to taste
Yeah,
the
I'll-
experience.
yeah,
that
so
is-
I'll split 'em in
that is-
fours.
that is crumble.
I'll split them in 4s.
What's the one with the ice cream scoop on it there, Dan? Do you know what that one is?
I gotta tell you, admittedly, I probably haven't
think
had
it's-
that many
it-
calories
it's
the entire
called,
week, and it's Thursday.
That one's called diabetes.
They're all diabetes. Like Wilford Brimley's like logo is on
This is
one of these cookies.
this is unreal. Yeah, but you
Where
know,
is this place?
So crumble, I didn't realize. I guess there's one in Victor. I only knew of the one in Pittsford near Whole Foods. So I went into Whole Foods since I
Oh,
was
okay.
there because I needed to get a card for Danny. So I thought Whole Foods will have a card.
You have to do anything. But I
Yeah, they didn't have any. So I went in there, and now I'm in Whole Foods.
I've never been
Well, neither-
inside Whole Foods.
Now I have been inside Whole Foods in other cities, but I have not been inside Whole Foods.
Was it
here
to
in-
offset the calories of walking into Crumble?
Yes. So I went into Whole Foods, and Whole Foods had. I decided to get like dinner, so I got an Alfredo chicken. Well, I just heat it up in the microwave, already prepared. $9.99, wonderful. I bought some vitamin D with K2.
Okay, yeah.
Danny, yeah.
Yeah, because it activates the
Yes, it does.
K2 and the vitamin
Yes,
D
it
activate
does.
each other.
Yep. So I got that.
Very
And then-
important.
And then I got a protein shake, and I think
Can I have
walked-
one of those?
And I think I think I walked out of there for I don't know $50. Whatever.
Oh yeah, I walked in the Whole
He had
Foods last
4
Friday.
things
Walked out
and
with
walked out
$100.
with
It's like unbelievable.
So you got to pay a
Greg,
$20 cover to get
I
in
know
there.
that sounds cheap, but I go, what happened? What happened?
You think you walk out there for like 10 or 15 bucks with that?
Yes,
Not 50.
Danny, this cookie is pretty damn good.
It is amazing. It's the
Yeah.
raspberry cream cookie.
Okay.
It reminds me of like that Christmas cookie with the raspberry jelly that's in the
Yes.
center of it. It's really good.
Very good. Now, Greg, tell us a little bit about the equestrian that we're helping tonight. Do you know? I don't want to
Well,
put you
I
on
mean, I know a little bit about it.
But well, I don't mean it like. What do you mean?
So Jennifer,
We didn't help.
I got
we did. We
We held up the corner.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Well, first of all, when we did the event back in the fall, back in November for Zach, which you guys all came to, which was a ton of fun, the casino night, it was to help support his condition that he has. And then one of the things, because he's got some developmental disabilities and physical disabilities, part of his therapy is to in the equestrian center. And so the equine center, which is down in Mendon, just south of where I live. I used to drive by this every time I would drive to Alfred, which is 5 to 6 times a year.
65.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would drive by it to get to go to Alfred. And now with Luke going to, I'm good. Thank you.
all right.
With Luke going to Alfred, I'll be going there
I'm
even more
not
often.
good, and I would love one. Thank you.
Let's say Greg's have to.
There you go. And you drive by this huge horse farm, but I didn't know what it was. And it's the equine center, and what it does, it provides programs for kids with disabilities, and they ride horses, and they're involved, and they interact. And Jennifer goes there with her cousin Zach, and her aunt Debbie Julieris, has been involved with the program since Zach was, diagnosed and moved back here from Florida.
We talked to Aunt Debbie for a little while.
And yeah, she's great, man. She's got tons of energy. She is a Spitfire. And so Zach's sister Nicole, who Jen is cousins with and essentially best friends, kind of introduced me to the whole thing. And we had an event last year. It was kind of like their gala of sorts, and it was right in the center, and it had the tents. And I go there just with Jen, thinking I'm not going to know anybody because, this is in the middle of nowhere. And I see my buddy Charlie Fox.
Yeah.
I see Dave Brown. I see Alex. I see a bunch of people.
Charlie's
who I
on
knew.
the board there.
Yeah, Charlie's on the board.
Yeah, Charlie's a really impressive young guy.
Oh,
he's really impressive.
You want to talk about somebody who is very unassuming and extremely giving and kind and philanthropic is Charlie and his family. And so I was there, and all of a sudden I'm like,
Also undercover pointed out Bill tonight in the bar at one point.
Oh, we going to get to that story? Because that was hilarious.
Charlie, he
totally saw you.
Pointed you out.
What do you mean?
Oh, you know what we mean.
He said to me, he goes, "Is that Bill Moran?" I said, "Yeah, it's my buddy Bill." He goes, "I think he dated my sister."
I did.
And I go,
I
don't know if I've ever heard that story.
You didn't. You
I go,
never have.
but when he comes back, we're going to ask him.
Yeah.
And we did.
True story. And they're just a great family.
They are.
Yeah.
They really are.
I was not in a great space. It was my
Labatt Blue period.
Yes, Danny. Yes, actually, yes. That is very true.
So you used to call it.
Yes, I did.
I'm not making that up.
No, you're not.
And Nicole-
I used to say that Van Gogh had his blue period. That's when he cut off his ear. I had my Labatt Blue period when I was drunk, and I might have been working for a radio station, Greg.
When you lopped off part of your liver?
No, I was doing mornings, and they were calling around to different saleswomen to find out if I were at their house because I didn't show up for work.
Oh, my gosh. So Nicole would say you probably should have been drinking Bud Light.
Terrible.
And you wouldn't have been through that same period.
Terrible.
It would have been much more manageable for
Terrible
you.
pass. Yes, but they all do great work.
Yeah.
I think these programs are so important. And then horses have a real wonderful sense. I just saw, just as an example, on social media, a horse that was making a baby laugh by doing all these, like it was doing these weird things with its tongue. And it's almost as they're intuitive enough. They are, the beast of the world, right? We call them the beast, and they plow our lands and they do these things. I've been around horses. I worked for people who were very, very rich, and we used to clear paths so they could have progressive dinners where you would have, appetizers and then
jump on your horse, go to the next house.
Yeah, that's what it was. And that's exactly what it was. And this guy was, you can look him up, Myers. I'm trying to remember his first name, but he handled the Harvard endowment, and he was written up in the New York Times for growing the Harvard endowment by millions and millions of dollars. He was just a bright man and very humble. Loved to come up to
5% off of that.
Too. He used to love. He had every toy, Greg. He had bobcats and all these things. He would go out and he would come up, and he was, the man of the land, right? I dug holes to plant trees for them. I watched their kids, and he had a backhoe that he would go and dredge out his pond, and he loved doing that shit. He loved doing almost, I'll call it the blue collar work.
He had a backhoe and he still made you dig holes for trees?
Yeah.
That's how you know you're rich.
Isn't that, yeah.
He wanted to make sure that Bill could earn the money that he wanted, and he couldn't.
He was awesome, and he paid me at the time. I mean, we're talking like 1986, $15 an hour.
Oh,
it's
above minimum wage right now in New York.
Yes,
State.
it is.
I can quit school now,
Damn close, damn close. And I thought the world of these, of both of he and his wife, but. That was the deal, and so I used to clear trails for them. With these
and Jennifer goes with Zach, and she's with him with the therapy part that he does, and the excitement, the exhilaration, that connection that he has with the animal, and what he gets out of it is just so. I mean, as a parent or a sibling or a relative, to see him with that type of joy and that excitement and that connection, I mean, that's what it's all about, And there's the one thing about Rochester that is really unique, I think, you know, and I spend a lot of time in Buffalo, is the amount of community, I'll say activities or community organizations is probably better, that provide these types of opportunities for kids throughout our area is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. I mean, you have that, you have Autism Up.
Yep.
You have Make-A-Wish Foundation. There's so many local, and some of these are just essentially Rochester based.
Well, that's the thing I do love is when you know where your money's going.
Yeah.
Sometimes, unfortunately, and I don't like to speak ill of any of it, because I always think, I remember somebody getting busted for faking cancer.
Yeah.
And all these people, and she had to give back the money. And I thought, if I gave money, I gave it out of a pure intention.
Right.
If you need it, for whatever it is, just use it. I don't care. I'm not going to give you something I can't live without, right? I'm not going to do that.
Right.
So,
But unfortunately, Bill, there are people
yes,
that are vulnerable that give beyond their means.
yes,
And those are the people we have to protect.
yes. And and Greg, I'm with you, but I often thought, and so when I see these things, I do like when the money is staying local.
Yeah.
I really do, because it does enrich the community we live in. And I think this is a great area. I've been here for 30, 40 years now, almost 40 years. I love it here. And I think this is a wonderful community and a very philanthropic community.
In the Epicenter services, you know, every part of Monroe County and Livingston County. I mean, kids come from all over central New York and the Finger Lakes to have that experience. And it's great because you spend your money, you see it, you see the impact it has, and you know people. I mean, we're there today, and I showed up thinking I was just going to be you guys.
Yeah.
And, you know, all of a sudden,
no.
30 people. I mean, Tommy shows up.
Oh,
Damien
Tommy
shows up.
Damien showed
You
up.
know.
Mayor Pete Kennedy showed up. And by the way, we
Pete's
got them
there.
all.
Ty Baxter's there.
We got them all to comment on.
Jody Gage is there.
Yeah, Jody Gage was behind the bar.
I even recognize him. He's a hockey guy.
Yes, he is.
I was surprised.
Yes, you are a hockey guy.
I was surprised that Greg recognized the hockey guy. He had blue on. I think he thought it was a Bills shirt.
Okay. There is somebody. We'll take a moment. I know it's a little early, but there's somebody who is opening up a drive-in theater that has been dormant for a number of years, and he's been working for, I want to say, at least the past year, and we'll find out, to open this place up in Wayne County. And I want to try to pitch him to show a friend of ours movie.
Oh, yeah.
And that would be Doug Phelps.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I want to have a screening of One Night at the Cat on the big screen at a drive-in theater. I think it would be amazing.
That'd be fantastic.
I really do. And Doug, by the way, Doug sent me a video of him practicing his stand-up, and he's doing it. He's probably already
has he bombed yet?
He's probably already bombed.
Is it tonight?
Yeah.
Tonight.
Comedy at the Carlson. Yes, it is.
I told him just to come out in an OJ jersey and go, what?
Yeah.
He did suggest that.
And then have a Diggs jersey underneath it and be like, F you. And then have a Josh shirt underneath that and say, I'm here for you.
We have a whole lot to get into because,
yeah.
well, no, because you have a lot of information about the new stadium. We talked to
Tim Graham.
Tim Graham last night.
Yeah.
I missed the
from
Tim
The
Graham
Athletic.
interview.
Tim Graham, it was a great interview.
He's fantastic.
Well, the bad part is I could sit and talk to Tim forever.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's terrible.
Really talked Diggs for about 3 minutes.
Why? It's true because
it was OJ,
I
Mike
brought
Tyson.
up I brought up OJ and all the interviews he's done with OJ and how interesting that was just from a humanity perspective, and it was fascinating. I could sit with Tim Graham. I've known of Tim Graham since CMF when you and I think you introduced me
Yeah,
to
he's
Tim
the
Graham.
ballsiest reporter in
I
Western
am
New
a
York. As far as
huge
sports
fan.
goes, he's
Yeah.
the
Huge
ballsiest.
fan.
Well, he's controversial.
Yes. And
Not just in Buffalo, but nationally.
nationally.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan, and I enjoyed, and I said to him, man, if you are ever, I would love to talk to you because he's a big boxing guy. He's in the Boxing Writers Association. He was the president of the Boxing Writers Association.
No kidding.
Yeah.
He was the guy who came under fire because he was talking about Baby Joe Macy, who was the great white hope in Buffalo for years, right?
Yeah.
And he had a brain bleed.
Yeah, he did.
And all Tim did was cover the story, and Macy's family came after him, and he's like, "I'm just reporting the news,
I think
dude."
Tim is very factual in his reporting.
Oh, yes.
And not so much, not a lot of conjecture. I think he just lays it out.
Well,
He told us
You don't think so?
the controversy is that he presents the facts in a manner that is more sensationalist.
Yes, he does. You know what, Greg? God, I would love to disagree, but I can't because I went back and I read his last article about OJ, and it is so well written, but he paints such a picture. So when he talks
he's very
about,
talented.
when he talks about him ordering his second Bloody Mary, you can't help. But in your mind, do you understand what I'm saying? He takes you to a place in your mind.
That's the talent.
But that is a talent.
Yeah.
But that is also persuasive.
Sure.
And not necessarily what we need from journalism sometimes. If it's not, it is factual, but it is factual sensationalized, and I cannot argue with that, and I want to so badly, but I can't. I can't.
You know, I mean, journalism today was different than it was in 1990. Journalism today is part entertainment.
Yes.
And if you're not, you die on the
lose.
vine.
Yes.
You lose. You're gone. And so in order for the guys, you got some of these old timers that are out there. You know, we could name a couple, but I don't want to piss anybody off about your show.
I really don't either. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You know, but they've got to adapt, and you've got to provide some of that.
Adapt or die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do a good job. They want to maintain their integrity, but you got to be a little bit
I will tell you
to
that
get the attention.
From this side here, it is an attention game.
Yeah.
That's all this is anymore. And it is not the same as the field I played in before. And I'm learning, and it's taken me almost a year and a half.
So why the fuck am I on the show? Because I'm not getting attention for anybody.
Yes, you are. You are, and I love it. We will take a moment. We're going to talk to a guy named Paul Cole. Paul is the owner of the drive-in theater that was dormant for a number of years in Wayne County. He's opening it up to see if I can persuade him to show Doug's movie.
Maybe do a Q&A with Doug on the big screen.
So, Doug, what were you thinking? Greg and the new stadium. A lot of questions about that. And also your thoughts on Stefon Diggs. I mean, there was a lot said last night, but I would love to hear what you have to say about that. And then we'll end it tonight with closest to the pin.
Oh, shit.
It's a great game because you're here.
Well, I play it with you guys when I'm not here, and I freaking suck at it. I've never been close.
We got company coming in. It's
not easy. Here comes, oh my God. Well, the podcast just
totally blown up, man.
Here we go. Everything just went to shit. We're taking a moment, but we'll be right back. But coming next, Todd Baxter and Rich Eyed.
Oh. Love it.
I recognize this location. This is a beautiful picture right here.
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot believe you're standing in here.
I can't believe